Hi guys, welcome back to Just Talking, and in today's video we're going to be doing the history of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach Ghost Train. So let's get into the first opening of the ride. So originally it was a pretzel model of the ride, which was actually very popular in America at the time and was installed at the park in 1930. Due to the popular British play The Ghost Train, which was written in 1923 by Arnold Ridley, it was actually given the name of The Ghost Train, and it became the first of its kind in 1931 after opening as the Pretzel Ride. So, of course, the original name was the Pretzel Ride, and then, of course, they did change it to bring in some more guests based on the popularity of the play, which sometimes features still today across England and the rest of the UK. So it's originally located near the lot that the Wild Mouse would be built on, and of course it was later renovated to move away from its position, which we'll get into later in the video. And it had, at this point, no exterior theming whatsoever and would only have one level of track, so it might not have actually had any sort of ghostly theming on the inside, and it just had the branding of the ghost train. So the first refurbishment that happened was in 1936, and this was by Joseph Emberton, who you might recognise the name of, and he later went on to design the Grand National Station and parts of the casino building. And he enlarged the ride to make it a double-deck ride, but it still had no recorded theming, so it didn't actually get its ghostly theme until later on in the refurbishment periods of the ride. And then he renovated the ride to make it a double deck ride with a more Art Deco style, along with the notable small drop in the centre of the ride's facade, which still remains there today. And of course, another interesting feature of this renovation is that it actually has a downward chain lift, which is very rare. Normally, it will just go straight down as it does in the centre of the facade, but as you go into the final segment of the ride, you actually have a downward chain lift. So, for the second refurbishment of the ride, of course, Jack Ratcliffe was tasked with moving the ghost train up very slightly into the position it is in today, and this was due to the construction of the Wild Mouse in 1957. So the facade was slightly themed then after both refurbishments, but not to the standard it is today. And the Wild Mouse would later close after being placed in standing but not operating, otherwise known as SBNO, in 2017 and was disassembled in the following year. And then for the third and fourth refurbishment of the ride, in 1973, they began adding the castle exterior to the ride alongside the giant skeleton emerging from the tower. In 1990 and 2000, a giant bat was placed above the queue line, and popular characters at the time, such as the Slimer, were added to the roof of the station. And currently, you can actually still find the Slimer that you can see in the picture to the right, but it unfortunately no longer does its function of moving back and forth. After the closure of Trauma Towers in 2008, which was a walkthrough horror attraction, some of the scenes were added from the walkthrough attraction to the ride, and this includes the Phantom of the Opera scene and also some other notable ones such as the Dracula. And since then, there has been updates with items seen in the Vampire Beach nights, and this of course includes the replacement of the lobby boy with instead a box or a sort of containment unit that has a zombie inside of it which frequently tries to escape, and also the Grim Reaper overhead as you enter into the main section of the ride. And then for some of the lore of the ride, because it's more than just a ghost train, it also has a few very popular stories behind it. So rumour has it that the ghost train is the most haunted one in the world, and it has appeared on the popular ghost hunting show Most Haunted, which I believe was unfortunately discontinued. Some say there is a ghost of an employee called Cloggy who wore wooden clogs haunting the ride, and this obviously includes a few other little tales that have also appeared on the Most Haunted show, including the Kiss Me Quick ghost, which of course lives in the Kiss Me Quick shop beneath the Fly Machines ride. Many have said that during the section of the ride where the werewolf jumps out with you after the first outdoor turnaround, they feel someone tugging or punching their arm, and there has been actually quite a few accounts of this, and whether or not the whole cloggy and werewolf thing is just PR or not, a lot of people have of course come forward and said, yeah, I felt it, and it might just be to say that they have sort of believed in the myth and legend of the ride. And then the ride also features the song Impressions of the Sorcerer by Tangerine Dream, and that is inside the ride for any keen ears who want to spot that. And that's really it for this video, guys. I really do hope you've enjoyed this. I did decide to remake this video um, because I had done it very at the start of my channel, and I thought, what better idea than to obviously redo it so it's got better quality to it and also update some of the unfortunate mistakes I made. And of course, I'm very sorry for the little 2 week hiatus. I was very busy and, I had a lot of migraines, so I wasn't best looking at a screen. But yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any other questions to do with the ghost train and its history, I can definitely answer them because there is a few other little details that aren't massively important, but you can ask me those in the comments if you would like. And yeah, that's really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this is just talking. Bye bye.